Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Ma'am.
So, we are studying now the Gratuity Act, the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. So, can you tell me once again then that the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, when it has commenced or when it has came to force? Yes, it came into force or it has commenced on 16th September 16th September
1972.
yes 1972. Fine. Year is same for the commencement and for the enactment, but the date is different. Date is different. Okay.
Yes.
So today I think you have understood that what is gratuity. What is gratuity? You have understood, isn't it? Gratuity is a lump sum money, means it's a way of showing gratitude. It's a way of showing gratitude by the employer, by the employer to his or her employees, by the employer to his or her employees for the continuous service towards the same organization. Yes? Okay? So
Yes, ma'am.
when we have recognized that it is a continuous service, when we can say that yes, the person as an employee, he has given his continuous service. When we can say that after the completion of 5 years continuously, after the completion of 5 years continuously, the employee is what? He will be benefited with the gratuity rules and regulations. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, mode of payment of gratuity. What is the mode? What is the mode of payment of gratuity? The gratuity is paid or the gratuity shall be paid either in the form of cash, either in the form of cash or demand draft or demand draft or demand draft or bank check or bank check. Okay, either in the form of cash, either in the form of cash or demand draft or in the form of bank check. Fine. This is the mode of gratuity payable to the employees by the employer. Fine. Now, amount of gratuity. Okay. What is the maximum amount of gratuity paid under the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972? It is 20
20
lakhs.
lakhs.
Okay, 20 lakhs. Fine. Now, amount of gratuity, if it is less than 1000, if it is less than 1000, less than rupees 1000, amount of gratuity, if it is less than rupees 1000, then the payment will be made by the postal money order. Postal money order. When it will be paid by the postal money order? When the gratuity amount will be less than rupees 1000. Okay? When it will be less than rupees 1000, then the gratuity will be paid by the postal money order. And how it is paid? The payment will be made after deducting the postal money order commission. आपको पता है कि जब हम लोग कुछ भी चीज़ पोस्ट करते हैं, मनी ऑर्डर जो पोस्ट करते हैं, जब जो भी आदमी रिसीव करता है तो उसको एक अमाउंट देना पड़ता है ना, उसको एक कमीशन देना पड़ता है. तो जो अमाउंट को रिसीव करेगा उसको कुछ भी कमीशन नहीं देना पड़ेगा, उसको वो कमीशन पहले ही it will be cut from the gratuity amount of the employee. Okay? If the amount of gratuity will be less than rupees 1000, then the payment will be made by the postal money order, and that payment will be made after deducting the postal money order commission. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next topic. Now the gratuity paid. Gratuity is to be paid by the employer, to his or her employees. Now, in case the employee is alive, अगर वो जीवित है, then the gratuity can be easily paid directly to the employee, isn't it? The gratuity can be paid directly to the employee if the employee is alive, if the person is alive, अगर वो जीवित है. ठीक है? Now, in case of death or disablement, किसका disablement? The employee. अगर एम्प्लॉई का डेथ हो जाता है या नहीं तो एम्प्लॉई का डिसेबलमेंट हो जाता है, देन द फॉर्म फॉर नॉमिनेशन हैज़ टू बी फिल अप. द फॉर्म जो फिलअप किया है नॉमिनेशन, उस नॉमिनी को मिलेगा, क्या मिलेगा? ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट मिलेगा. ठीक है? अगर पर्सन अलाइव है, अगर द एम्प्लॉई इज अलाइव, if the employee is alive, then he will get the gratuity directly from the employer. But if the employee is not alive, if death arises, if disablement arises, then the employee will not get, his nominee will get. और ये नॉमिनी मैं आपको नेक्स्ट टॉपिक में बताऊंगी कि ये नॉमिनी कब फिलअप किया जाता है, नॉमिनेशन जो है ये कब फिलअप किया जाता है. ओके? नाउ who will get the nomination? If family members are there, then obviously the one or more family members will get the gratuity amount as a nominee. Agar if there is no nominee, if the employee has no nominee, अगर उसका कोई नॉमिनेशन नहीं है, किसी पे ऊपर कोई फैमिली मेंबर्स नहीं है, अगर उसका कोई भी नॉमिनी नहीं है, then his legal heir, will get the will get the gratuity amount. His legal heir will get the gratuity amount. Now, next, if the legal heir or family, above 18 years, his or her nominee, अगर एम्प्लॉय का नॉमिनी क्या है, 18 ईयर्स से अबाव है, 18 ईयर्स से अबाव है, then the gratuity will be paid directly to the nominee. Fine. If the person is above 18 years, if he or she is a major, then the gratuity will be paid directly to the nominee. But in case if the nominee or the legal heir is not above 18 years, he or she is below 18 years, then the amount, which amount? The gratuity amount. The gratuity amount will be controlled by the controlling authority, will be controlled and managed by the controlling authority. And what the controlling authority will do? The controlling authority shall invest. The controlling authority shall invest. Okay, he will invest the gratuity amount in term deposit. What? Term deposit. जैसे एक पर्टिकुलर पीरियड तक उसने क्या किया, वो अमाउंट टर्म डिपॉजिट करके रखा, और जब कोई भी माइनर बच्चा, जब वो 18 इयर्स हो जाएगा, when he or she will be 18 years, above 18 years, he or she will cross the 18 years, he or she will become the major person, then क्या होगा उसको, तब that time the controlling authority will give the gratuity amount to the nominee or the legal heir. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ये जो टर्म डिपॉजिट रखेगा, द टर्म डिपॉजिट कहाँ पे रखेगा, जो तो बैंक में जहाँ तहाँ नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. द टर्म डिपॉजिट शुड बी इन अ बैंक कॉल्ड SBI, State Bank of India, or with any other nationalized bank, Is it clear? Fine. Okay, next. Now nomination. This is very important. Okay, in the exam I have seen that many times it has been asked. The nomination. Okay, section 6. According to section 6 of the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, what is called nomination? How it is done? Now here you see, any employee who has completed 1 year of service, any employee who has completed 1 year of his service, अगर उसने 1 year complete नहीं किया है, तब वो nomination form नहीं fill up कर सकता है. If he has completed the 1 year of service, then after completion of 1 year of service, he will be eligible to fill up the nomination form. Okay, he will be eligible to fill up the nomination form when after the completion of 1 year of service, not before the completion of 1 year of service. Okay, ऐसा भी हो सकता है, जैसे हम लोग ने देखा था, we have seen that when we were calculating, when we were calculating the gratuity amount, we have seen that if a person has worked for 1 year, we will take it as how many? How many months? If a person worked above 6 months, then we will take it as 1 complete year. Okay, while calculating the gratuity amount. Okay, now, but here in this case, what is this? The person, the employee has to work, employee has to complete his complete whole 1 year of service. After that only he or she will be eligible for nomination. Okay, he or she will be eligible to fill up the nomination form. Okay, after completion of 1 year of service. Next, the employee means you have to make the nomination in form F. Who has to make? The employee, not the employer. Okay, the employee. The employee has to make nomination in form F. Please mark it that this is very important. The employee has to make nomination in form F. This F, form F, within how many days? Within 30 days. Within 30 days from the completion of 1 year of service. From the completion of 1 year of service. Okay. After that means a person, when he has completed 1 year of service, then he is eligible to fill up the nomination form, and that nomination form is letter F. Okay, nomination form F. And when he has to fill up? After completion of 1 year of service within the 30 days. Okay, within 30 days he has to make the nomination in form F. Okay, next one, nomination shall be submitted to the employer, means there should be duplicate copy also. One copy to the employer and another copy he will be kept with himself. समझ में आ गया? एक कॉपी एम्प्लॉयर को भेजना है और एक कॉपी अपने पास रखना है. किसको? द एम्प्लॉई. द एम्प्लॉई के पास एक कॉपी होना पड़ेगा. वन कॉपी, वन नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म, द कॉपी शुड बी विथ द एम्प्लॉई and another, the main copy, he has to send to the employer. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
In case of family, nomination shall be made in favor of one or more members of the family. I told you this one, that in case of family, for nomination, members will be one or more from the family. Okay, it depends upon the employee, that for how many members he has given the nomination. Okay. Okay. In case of no family, then the nomination can be made in favor of any other person. अगर फैमिली नहीं है, अगर फैमिली का मेंबर्स कोई भी नहीं है, मम्मी पापा वाइफ सिस्टर ब्रदर कोई भी नहीं है, तो वो किसी भी आदमी के ऊपर नॉमिनेशन फाइल कर सकता है. ठीक है, he can fill up the nomination for any person. Okay, he can fill up the nomination form for any person. Okay, in case if he has no family. Okay, fine. Sometimes if there is a legal here, then the nomination will be for the legal heir. The legal heir will get the gratuity amount. Okay, but if there is nobody is, if there means if nobody is there, then he can make the nomination in favor of any other person. It is his choice completely. Fine. If employee subsequently acquires a family, he shall make a fresh nomination Form H within 90 days in favor of a family member. It means if a employee, suppose एक employee है और उसका nomination उसने फिलअप किया था, लेकिन कोई दूसरे पर्सन के लिए फिलअप किया था, ठीक है, लेकिन उसका कोई फैमिली नहीं था, कोई भी फैमिली मेंबर्स नहीं था, तो सब, लेकिन थोड़े दिनों के बाद क्या हुआ, आफ्टर फ्यू डेज उसने क्या किया, उसने शादी किया, ठीक है, he got married, okay, he got married, and after that he has modified, means he has changed, he make a fresh nomination, that is called Form H. जब हम नया कोई न्यू जब नॉमिनेशन करते हैं तो that is called form number what is the form number F. Okay, for new nomination, जब कोई न्यू पर्सन के लिए नॉमिनेट आप कर रहे हो, कोई न्यू पर्सन आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हैं, एंड दैट एम्प्लॉई हैज़ टू फिल अप द न्यू नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म, दैट फॉर्म इज कॉल्ड द फॉर्म नंबर F. ओके, फॉर्म F, and he has to fill up the nomination form after completion of 1 year of service within 30 days. Fine. फॉर्म F, ठीक है, और जब उसका फ्रेश नॉमिनेशन होगा, he is going to change the nomination form, he is going to modify the nomination form, that is called fresh nomination, that will be in the form H, form H, and it has to made within 90 days in favor of family member. जैसे सपोज ए ने शादी किया, ठीक है, आज जो डेट है जिस दिन में वो शादी कर रहा है उसके 90 डेज के अंदर उसको फ्रेश नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म फिलअप करना है, एंड दैट फ्रेश नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म इज फॉर्म H. ओके, nomination may be changed or modified. That one though you have seen, that fresh nomination form, the person can make fresh nomination form, so nomination can be changed also, it can be modified also. If a nominee predeceases the employee, then the employee will make a fresh nomination. Okay, suppose मैं एम्प्लॉई हूँ और मेरा सपोज मैंने बी को अपना नॉमिनी माना है, ठीक है, आई एम द एम्प्लॉय और मेरा नॉमिनी कौन है, बी, तो बी मेरे पहले ही बी का डेथ हो जाता है, मेरे पहले, ठीक है, एम्प्लॉय के पहले ही नॉमिनी का डेथ हो जाता है, ठीक है, प्री डिसीजेस मतलब डेथ हो जाना, किसके पहले, एम्प्लॉय के पहले, ओके, एम्प्लॉय के डेथ के पहले ही नॉमिनी का डेथ हो जाता है, देन द एम्प्लॉय विल मेक अ फ्रेश नॉमिनेशन, विल फिल अप द फ्रेश नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म H. ओके, फाइन, ठीक है, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Employer shall verify the receipt of nomination in form F within 30 days. Okay, because when I am filling up the nomination form, okay, new nomination form, and I am sending to the employer, तो employer को भी वो जो nomination form है उसको क्या करना है, उसको verify करना है, that nomination form he has to verify within 30 days. Within 30 days. These dates you please keep it in your mind. These are very important. It may be asked as a MCQ questions. Okay, fine. Now forfeiture. Forfeiture of gratuity under section 4. Forfeiture of gratuity under section 4 subsection 6 of the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Okay, now forfeiture. What is the meaning of forfeiture? Can you tell me what is the meaning of forfeiture? No? Forfeiture means deprived or loss. Deprived or loss from the gratuity amount. Forfeiture of gratuity means loss of gratuity or deprived from the gratuity amount. Is it clear now? Samudra, is it clear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yes, pardon?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Then, it means the gratuity of an employee whose services terminated on. Gratuity of an employee whose services terminated on. मतलब ऐसा है कि एक एम्प्लॉय को अपना ग्रेचुइटी मिलने जब जा रहा था, उसके कुछ रीज़न के लिए he is deprived from the gratuity amount. He is deprived from the gratuity amount, or he has some loss from the gratuity amount. So completely when the employee gets deprived from the gratuity amount completely, complete loss हो जाना, उसका gratuity full gratuity का loss हो जाना. Full gratuity कब होता है? In case of act of violence. In case of act of violence, कोई violent activity उसने किया, मार धोर किया, ऐसा किया, कुछ भी खराब मतलब कुछ भी violent activity किया, then for that reason his or her gratuity amount will be completely in loss, will be completely deprived. Okay, means there will be no gratuity amount, there will be no gratuity amount. Or offense, the employee has done some offense involving moral turpitude. Moral turpitude, what is moral turpitude? Do you have any idea? Moral turpitude means किसी को आपने इमोशनली हर्ट किया, किसी का फीलिंग्स को हर्ट किया, इमोशनल किसी का इमोशंस लेके आपने यू हैव प्लेड दैट विद दैट पर्सन, किसी को हर्ट किया इमोशनली, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड मॉरल टर्पिट्यूड. ओके, फाइन. Now for these two reasons the gratuity amount will be deducted or will be deprived completely, will be deprived completely. Fine, will be deprived completely. Next, when it is deprived, when the gratuity amount will be partially deprived, when it will be partially lost. Suppose any act, willful omission or negligence causing any damage, loss, destruction of property belonging to the employer, gratuity can be forfeited to the extent of such damage or loss caused. इसका मतलब partially कब gratuity को काटा जाता है, gratuity का amount जो है exact amount आपको नहीं मिल रहा है, partial amount मिल रहा है. कब? जैसे आपने द एम्प्लॉय ने कुछ मतलब एम्प्लॉयर का कुछ लॉस कर दिया, बस कुछ उसका प्रॉपर्टी का डैमेज कर दिया, तो तब क्या करते हैं एम्प्लॉयर तब क्या करते हैं, तो एम्प्लॉय का जो ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट है, उस ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट से अपना जो डैमेज हुआ है उसका अमाउंट डिडक्ट कर लेते हैं, और बाकी जो बचता है दैट अमाउंट will be paid as the gratuity amount to the employee. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next, determination. Determination of the amount of gratuity. Determination of the amount of gratuity under section 7 of the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Okay, as gratuity becomes payable, जब gratuity ready हो गया करने के लिए, किसको? एम्प्लॉय को. कौन पे करेगा, किसको पे करना है, कि मतलब आपको जो ग्रेचुइटी मिलता है वो किससे मिलता है? एम्प्लॉयर से, है ना? यू विल गेट द ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट फ्रॉम द एम्प्लॉयर एज एन एम्प्लॉय. ओके, suppose I am the employee, I will get the gratuity amount from my employer. Okay, and when I will be eligible, for getting gratuity, after giving 5 years of continuous service. After giving 5 years of continuous service. Okay, अच्छा, जब gratuity पे करना है, जब when the gratuity is ready, it has to be paid to the employee. The employer shall determine the amount of gratuity. Employer को क्या करना है? वो employer क्या करता है? Calculate करता है, determine करता है कि कितना, how much the employee has to get as a gratuity amount. So who will calculate that amount? The employer. Okay, the employer will calculate the gratuity amount. Okay, and he gives notice to the controlling authority in form L. Okay, in form L. Who will give the notice? The employer. The employer will give notice to the controlling authority in form L. Form L के द्वारा, in the form of form L, he will give notice to the controlling authority that I have to pay now the gratuity amount to my employee. Okay, and I have calculated the amount, so you please check it. You please try to check that whether the amount is fine, amount is okay or not. Okay, specifying the amount of gratuity. Okay, he will give the notice to the controlling authority in form L. So what he will specify? He will specify the amount of gratuity determined. Amount of gratuity determined. जो gratuity amount अपने employee को pay करना है. Okay, the employer has to pay the gratuity amount to his employees, and for that he has given notice to the controlling authority. He has informed the controlling authority in the form of form L. In the form of form L. Okay, that the gratuity amount is this much. Please check it that whether it is correct or not, and the person is eligible or not. Okay. Now, what should be the liability of the employer? Liability of the employer to pay gratuity to his employee should be 30 days from completion of service. After completion of service, within 30 days, he has to pay the gratuity amount to his employee. Okay, if not paid within 30 days, if not paid within 30 days, किसने पे नहीं किया? एम्प्लॉयर ने. अगर एम्प्लॉयर बाय चांस, नॉट इंटेंशनली, ओके, वो भूल गया बा कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया उसका, तो विद इन 30 डेज अगर एम्प्लॉयर ने पेमेंट नहीं किया ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट, किसको? अपना एम्प्लॉई को, अपना एम्प्लॉई को, तब क्या होगा? एम्प्लॉयर इज लाइबल टू पे इंटरेस्ट एट द रेट ऑफ 10% पर एनम. एम्प्लॉयर तब क्या होगा? ही विल बी लाइबल, ही विल बी रेस्पॉन्सिबल टू पे द 10% interest, 10% interest per annum to the employee, to his employee. Okay? उनको ग्रेचुइटी अमाउंट जो पे करना है उसके साथ उसका क्या एड ऑन होगा? 10% इंटरेस्ट पर एनम, मतलब पर ईयर. ठीक है? इज इट क्लियर दिस मच?
Yes, ma'am.
एनी डाउट समुद्र? एनी डाउट? Any
No, ma'am.
doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Clear.
thank you. Okay, this much fine. Now one thing just I want to say.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes, please.
can you share this PPT in the group?
Yes, yes, I will definitely I will share it. No issue. Because I have
Ma'am,
made
it will
only for
be
you all.
ma'am, it
Yes?
will be easy to study from the
Yes,
PPT
yes,
because
yes.
in the book it is explained too much.
No, no, actually the thing is that it is very difficult to study from the book, means because the explanation is very difficult. So I have
Yes,
made
ma'am,
it in a
it is
simple word.
difficult to find out the
Yes.
highlighted key points.
Yes, key points. So I have made it in my means style, so you can easily you can study from it nicely, and you can make your notes also. Means the note has been prepared already in the form of this PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now penalties. Penalties क्या लग सकता है? Penalties if the employer, कोई या नहीं तो कोई भी पर्सन अगर फॉल्स रिप्रेजेंट किया, फॉल्स कुछ भी एविडेंस लाया, किसके बारे में, किसके मतलब अगेंस्ट में, अगेंस्ट द एम्प्लॉई, तो क्या हो सकता है? तो उस पर्सन को पनिशेबल क्या हो सकता है? 6 months का इम्प्रिजनमेंट हो सकता है, नहीं तो 1000 रुपीज फाइन, और बोथ. ओके? Either 6 months imprisonment or 1000 rupees fine, or both. 6 months imprisonment with 1000 rupees fine. This one I did not make. This one is directly you can read. So I have completed now the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Any doubt is there? Samudra, any doubt? Any doubt you got? Well,
No, ma'am, no
means,
doubt till now. Actually, I have to revise ma'am from the beginning again. If
pardon?
there will be any doubt, I will ask ma'am.
Yes,
Till
yes.
now, there is no doubt.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. But if you have any doubt now, please ask me. You can call me also. I don't, means I don't have any hesitation. Okay,
Definitely, ma'am.
okay. So here today I am here concluding the chapter. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.